Hey, I'm Sean.
I'm Edward.
And here we are.
She Edward, and you're watching Mariners TV.
Okay, so Lee, we'll talk about the 90 minutes first of all. A bit of a game of two halves, is that fair to say?
Yeah, you could say that in some respects. I actually thought we started pretty brightly. Got into a little bit of a rhythm with our passing game in the early stages of the game, and then suffered the blow of conceding from a deflection, which seemed to knock the stuffing out of us a little bit. Look, there's no two ways about it. They put a lot of pressure on us first half from set pieces, and they asked a lot of questions of us. At the end of the day, we've come away having had to defend a lot of set pieces, whether it be long throw-ins, corners, free kicks, and yeah, we've maybe rode our luck a couple of times, but generally speaking, the lads have been fully committed and did what they had to do in order to protect our goal. And then we've had a few things to discuss at half time, just apart from anything else, just to instill a little bit more belief in us, because we just felt that we just needed to find just a little bit of an extra gear, be a little bit more positive with our passing selection, and be a little bit quicker with our ball speed and speed of thought, just to break those lines quicker than what we were doing in the first half. And then we knew we'd create chances, and to be fair, it's taken a great bit of skill from Jason on the near side touchline. A beautiful Cruyff turn to just change that situation and just open something new up for us. And then obviously Kempy's done really, really well. Found a lovely little space, and then Darius has been in the right place at the right time. And then from there on in, the roles were reversed, and it only we were definitely the dominant team after that. I'm not saying that there weren't some opportunities at the other end, because the game got stretched, and there was one or two opportunities for them at the other end. But generally speaking, I thought in especially the last 20-25 minutes, we looked the more likely team to get the winner. But then Miles is being the hero again after his heroics at Warrington in a similar situation. He's come up with the goods and made two fantastic saves for us. And then obviously the lads who've taken the penalties have done a fantastic job. We've scored 4 from 4.
Look at that second half as well. Obviously, John Shaw had to come off pretty early and it seemed to change his shape at that stage as well.
Yeah,
was that a case of just trying to get a bit more of the ball? And
yeah, I mean, obviously the change was a necessity. It did kind of allow us to try something slightly different as well. The lads have adapted really well, to be honest, across the 90 minutes. We've given them 2 or 3 different strategies, and they've like I say, they've adapted and reacted to those instructions really well. Will McCamley's come on as well, and shown some some real endeavour. So yeah, it's obviously not ideal to have to take your captain off, and to take we would have obviously liked to have kept Blair on the pitch, but he was just starting to feel his hamstring tighten up again. And as important as this game was tonight, we've obviously got to look at the bigger picture as well. And the last thing we want is for John and Blair or any of the other lads for that matter to turn a problem that might be a few days to resolve into something that might take a few weeks. So it's worked out okay for us in the end. The lads that have come on the pitch, plus the lads that have stayed on the pitch, have done a fantastic job. A really, the game got stretched, and we showed a lot of resolve, a lot of character to keep going and keep banging on the door, and we got our just desserts in the end.
I guess the only shame tonight is there's no fans here to see it, because I guess they would have been right involved in that one, wouldn't they?
Yeah, absolutely. So I don't know, if you could have a situation where there was no fans, you'd probably prefer it away from home than at home. I think the lads are still trying to get used to, when we do play at Mariners, to play in front of next to nobody. It's tough. it's tough because we know how many people want to come and watch us play at home, and we feel for the fans that aren't able to make it. But yeah, you know, you always just keep your fingers crossed that sometime, you know, somewhere in the future, we can get back to where we would all like to be. But that's obviously in the lap of the gods and Mr. Johnson. But we'll obviously wait with bated breath now to see what the final qualifying round holds for us, and we can't wait to give it a really good shot.
Just finally looking ahead to Saturday, Matlock at home. They're obviously a team that's strengthened over the summer. You must be expecting a tough game against them.
Yeah, absolutely. I know they had a good win against Ashton recently. So yeah, we'll fully expect a tough test, and we'll have to assess how people are physically over the next couple of days, and then we'll see if we can maybe get one or two back, and then we'll go from there.